Hey everyone, it's Wolfgang. Let's talk about how to get rich when you operate or sell your business. What are the moving parts of a business? Revenue, employees, and suppliers and vendors, especially critical suppliers and vendors. Your wealth comes from the stability of the revenue, and stability of revenue comes from employees and suppliers being reliable. So, just to give you an example, plumbing companies, electrical contractors, marketing agencies, they can make millions of dollars a year, and they can make millions at the time of the sale of the business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to present the problems that stop people from maximizing the wealth from the business while they operate or at the time of the sale. I'll present the problems and then I'll give the solution. So, while you own the business, employees can leave and start a competitor business. They can solicit your customers and take your customers with them to their new competing business. Suppliers and vendors can stop working with you, and so your revenue is not going to be stable if those sorts of things can happen, and your revenue can be hurt if you lose employees or suppliers and vendors. So at the time you sell the business, a problem at the time of sale, buyers conduct a quality of earnings or quality of revenue assessment. If they discover your revenue is not stable because of employees or suppliers and vendors, the buyer can cancel the sale. They can ask for a big discount on the selling price, or they could hold back a portion of the selling price and not pay you if suppliers or vendors or employees leave after they purchase the business. So those are kind of the problems. The solutions are, the goal is to operate or sell the business and get rich from your years of effort. And, we want to protect the wealth so that employees, suppliers, and vendors can't hold up the operation of the business and can't block the sale of the business. So goal number one is to stop any employee, including top-level managers, from leaving and starting a competitor business and stealing your customers, both while you own it and when you sell it. So how do you do that? You ask employees to sign a non-compete agreement and a non-solicitation agreement. The non-compete prevents them from leaving and starting a competitor. They know how your business runs from the inside. They have valuable intellectual property, IP, and the non-compete agreement means they can't steal your IP and immediately start a competing business. The non-solicitation agreement means they can't go out to your customer base and steal customers for that new business. So, when do you want your employees to sign non-compete and non-solicitations? At the time you hire them. Because if you wait until you sell the business, employees, especially if they learn what the business is selling for, potentially millions of dollars, they can band together and hold up the sale. They can ask you for a portion of the proceeds of the sale, or they can threaten to leave and start a competitor and take your customers. So you don't want to wait till the last minute at the time of sale. You want to get your employees to sign those agreements at the time you hire them. Or, worst case, if you plan ahead and you're going to be selling the business in 2 to 3 years, ask the employees, ask the staff to sign the non-compete and non-solicitation agreements at that time, so that if one or more employees is uncooperative, you have time to recover. It's better to get signed agreements, non-solicitation and non-compete, when you hire employees or long before the sale, so that if you have an uncooperative employee, you can replace them. You have time to recover from that. So that's the first goal. The second goal is to stop critical suppliers and vendors from stop working with you. And you do that by asking them to sign a supply or service agreement. And also you want the supply or service agreement to be assignable to a new buyer. At the time of sale, when the buyer does their due diligence, they're going to want to see that the critical suppliers and vendors are not going to disappear. So the buyer's quality of earnings assessment during their due diligence, you want to show them that employees and suppliers and vendors are going to be stable after the purchase. So the third goal is to stop buyers from bailing out of the sale or asking for concessions. And you do that by meeting those first two goals. Get agreements from your employees, get agreements from your suppliers and vendors. And that way the buyer has no leverage over you to ask for a discount or cancel the sale. So those are kind of the ways to protect your wealth from your business while you're operating and at the time you sell. And if you have any questions about those, you can ask questions in the comments and I'll answer them. And I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope this helped, and thank you for watching.